Hello, how are you doing? It's finally done. It's finally done. After 2 years, the Heng Long Truck Project is complete. There it is. Looks alright. Looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. I want it to look like a sort of newly painted up farm truck. Why is it taking me 2 years though? Well, to be honest with you, the more I worked on it, the more I realised that this truck is junk. It's junk. There's no two ways about it. The more I got into it, I mean, I knew it was going to be rubbish because it was 30 quid. It was some cheapy toy, but you got into the workings of it, the suspension, the steering. You discovered it was not only all sloppy and all over the place and really poor fitting, but somehow it was also bindy, so it was sloppy and bindy. Some way it'd be like wiggly wiggly, in other ways it just sort of snap because it was all binding up. I had some relatively big plans for it. Convert it into full hobby grade electronics. I've done that. Give it 4-link front suspension. I've done that. It's got 4-link front suspension now, and it's got RC 4-wheel drive mini shock absorbers. I wanted to give it mini shock absorbers at the back, but there's no really way to mount them. No place to mount them really. I just wanted it to run better and be better than it was originally, and I guess we've probably achieved that. Maybe I'll take it out and test it. Certainly should go better. And the suspension, you see there, it's got the 4-link. That should give it more articulation, more ease of ease of movement. It certainly is less bindy. I mean, the back is still the standard leaf springs, but you can hear it. It's bindy. Although I used to have essentially the real leaf spring and then 2 fake ones, and I've removed one of the fake ones because they were binding up a little bit. So it's only got the 1 fake rather than 2, and it has helped ease it a little bit. It's now got back lights as well as front. These are not the original front LEDs because as soon as I plugged the 2S LiPo on them, they failed straight away. So it's got all new LEDs on it. It's got new lick of paint, obviously. I've also painted the metal parts like the exhausts and the grill and the winch. See that? If the lights aren't ruining it, it actually looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It just happens to be rubbish. Hopefully less rubbish. Oh, I've given it Lexan windows as well. I've now got windows. Fine. I'm pleased enough with the job I've done. If I'd known how bad it was going to be and how poor the parts were going to be, I probably wouldn't have invested in the project in the first place. But I committed to it, so it's done now, finally. But the reason it took me 2 years is I dug into it and I just lost interest for a while because you just become disillusioned with something. The more you go into it, the more you go, ugh, really? Is it really that bad? As a result of it sitting for 2 years and getting in my way and being dominating the back of the table, there's some paint damage on the bonnet and stuff, but you know, it's fine, it's okay. It looks quite cool. It does look quite cool. I'm quite pleased with the way it looks. It has the 2S LiPo now under the bonnet here. If I can just, it's a real, I've had to get rid of the plastic shrouding under there because there's no space. See, there's the 2S LiPo, the receivers on the underneath of that. 2S LiPo's in there. It's got a Hobby Wing ESC, not the 1060, what's the Uyghur one, 16 something, I think 60, I can't remember. It's that long ago. Little Hobby Wing ESC. So, it is now, I wouldn't call it a hobby grade truck. If I did, it'd be a terrible hobby grade truck. But it does have a hobby grade electronics, so it should go like a hobby grade truck. It has now linear steering, and it has linear throttle, and it has the wobbliest wheels you've ever witnessed. But it has reverse now, so reverse works, because that's not something that happened when I first got it. So I guess we should try outside. junk. Right, in case there was ever any doubt, so decent electronics does not a decent RC make. So that's drive shaft's falling out. It's just a push fit. It's fine. I can just glue it, push it on, glue it up. It's a sort of rough surface there. There are upgrades for this thing. Not going to buy any. There's like metal housings and metal drive shafts and all sorts of stuff. No. But to give it its credit where credit's due, it went okay, didn't it? It went okay. It seemed to look all right over the grass and stuff, and it didn't make it up that little step, but it was a little bit too big for it. I'm going to give it another shake of the stick. I will give it a proper drive, and what would be quite fun would be to see how far it can push Matthew's FTX Outback. I'm guessing not very far, but it would be fun finding out. So yeah, I'll give it a good shake of the stick. We'll see how it gets on. At least it's finished now, and I can tidy my table for the first time in 2 years. And yeah, I have nothing much more to say about it, to be honest. It's a cheapy Chinese truck, and when you drive it, it's cheapy and Chinese. So there you are. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. See you later. Bye bye.